importance, character building and self-esteem.
Oh yeah, because I've got bucket loads of edge. Welcome back. Today's the big day. Today is the day that the car goes into the booth and it goes from being in primer to British Racing Green. Now in our previous episode, we went through the different variants of British Racing Green with kind of blue pearl, gold pearl and green pearl, and at the end of it, the green on green is what we went for. Now if you're unfamiliar with British Racing Green, it actually stems from the kind of original international motor circuit racing. There's different versions of British Racing Green. There can be kind of moss green, forest green, Brunswick green. So the term British Racing Green can be interpreted into different types of green. Now the reason we call it British Racing Green is because that was the colour chosen for the United Kingdom. Other countries had different colours, but when the motor series moved to Ireland, it was kind of to pay homage to them and start the international race circuit.
Nice.
Ooh.
Got all that in there?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you know why they moved it to Ireland instead of the UK?
Because it was illegal in England, and
it wasn't illegal. The speed limit changed to 14 miles an hour.
Hear that?
I can. What about it?
It's an Irish jig. And if you would like a little added bonus when watching my videos, watch them with the sound off. It likes I'm casting spells.
The formulation for British Racing Green changed. So one of the tinters was slightly different.
Oh, okay.
For British Racing Green. So it was a lot darker. So yeah. It is the colour you saw.
So what we're saying is, it's now blue.
But it had to be tinted.
Yeah.
Like, it was supposed to be easy.
What's your plan?
Cross everything.
You're such a pessimist.
No, it'll be fine. Just put it on there, innit? Put it on there, clear it.
We're taking a few minutes break from the action at Motorworks for a little commercial break. Now, a few months back, Demon Tweaks supplied us with some kind of hardware and safety items for the Jaguar build. So this involved the fire extinguisher, some gloves and a vintage style helmet, which I wanted to take a little step further because I can't have anything without tinkering around with it. Now, we sent this to Mark Stewart, which is a friend of Meguiars. He's been on our stand with various classic car builds that he's done, or restorations, or kind of concourse car that he's had on display. But he's also a dab hand at being creative, so he's also done a fair bit of pinstriping, sign writing, stuff like that. So I contacted him to see if he could do some custom work for the helmet.
What is your major malfunction?
You ready?
I'm ready.
It's completely white.
Completely normal.
Yes.
Oh no, wait.
This could be like, you know those, do you ever watch like the shopping channel?
No, but
late
I know
at night?
you do.
I do, because it helps me sleep. Because I like the continuous talk. So like I'll set the TV to like 3 hours or so, and then I'll just listen to. And sometimes I do car care, sometimes I do jewellery, sometimes I do mattresses. The mattresses. Sorry, we're off topic. So it just reminds me of the jewellery when it's slowly coming around like this.
Oh,
Ta-da!
yes.
Look at that.
That is
There we go.
awesome.
Looks fantastic, doesn't it? Put that there. So yeah, I'm well chuffed. Mark did send me some teaser kind of like pictures and videos, and I was super excited. And like anything, until you see it in real life, it doesn't really hit you. But so a big thank you to Mark at Funkies, Signing Lines, for doing this. It's another little addition to the build, and a big thank you to Demon Tweaks that supplied us with the mask, the helmet, and like I said, the fire extinguisher, and some little bits and bobs that just kind of take the car to that next level just by making sure we're all safe.
It doesn't really look like it fits your head.
I mean, there's a lot of emphasis on safety at the moment. You know, I think if I go out in public with my mask on...
Oh, yes.
The only people that are going to see me are the other people in the race that I won't be participating in.
What are you doing?
Well, you told me this.
Yeah, but only with the Jag watch. Dale, what? What are you
I'm trying
doing?
to do it backwards. I've done it all my life like this. I've had this watch since I was 21. I'm 32. Look at me. I'm an adult. Excuse me.
Back to the back to the workshop.
So first half of the video done. The next time we come back and see the car, the bonnet, the boot, the doors are all going to be painted, as well as the bumper, and hopefully the car will be back together to go back to Swallows for more kind of development and performance upgrades. Today we've seen the guys get the car masked up and ready. So the base coat goes down, which is a matte finish, and it's the original colour that we want, so it's the British Racing Green with the green pearl. And then to get that gloss and protection, the clear coat goes on next, which is what's going on now. Luke's finishing in the car, putting a few layers of clear coat on to really build up that gloss level and give the car that depth that we really want.
Nice.
Nice. I nearly went into the like, share and subscribe because no, we
we'll
don't.
be back in 2 seconds.
So see you, kids. Why don't you take a break, go out skateboarding or something, go out and wash your car, go and detail your car.
What do you think of the colour so far?
Oh, lovely. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's delivered exactly what I expected. There's no surprises.
Okay, right,
it looks great.
Yeah, right, okay.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
It is green, yes, I understand that it is green. Yes, goodbye.
I can't help who I am.
Yes, right.
So we are back. What was a few seconds for you was a few weeks of excitement and build up for me and Patrick and the guys at Motorworks. So the car is painted, the guys are now to the point where they're flattening off and polishing and putting it back together. So nothing else to say. So while it's just me and you kind of having a bit of a moment with the car, we're just going to look around and kind of see what's been done. Anyone that's kind of not watched the previous episodes may not know the work that the guys at Motorworks have really put into this car to make it that kind of OEM plus club style that we've gone for. So to start with, I think the biggest one, big surprise, there's no rear door handles. So because of the roll cage, there's no need for them anyway. No one's ever going to get in the back. And we wanted that kind of really nice, sleek 1960s, 70s coupe style. So when people look at it, they just assume it's a two-door. And it's just super subtle and nice and clean. So that was bit of a brainwave we had last time we were here looking at the arches being done. We just thought, well, there's some leftover material from the front wings that we used. Let's incorporate that into the wing. So it was a super clean, like no filler, no just kind of filling it up with Bondo or anything like that. It was just a nice factory upgrade for the car.
But like hours worth of metalwork.
Next one is probably one of the biggest achievements, is these rear arches. So these are actually front arches taken from another S-Type, but what we found is they are naturally wider. So because we have gone for such a wide wheel and tyre on the back, we wanted that nice little extra room that didn't look too exaggerated. It looks nice and factory. So like I say, 99% of people walking past this car will never understand how these big wheels and tyres fit under what seems to be a normal wing. So one of my favourite modifications to the car is the front grille. Now this is a completely standard Jaguar S-Type grille, but what you notice is we've gone for one that doesn't have the indent for the Jaguar logo. We found the one that was completely open, which gave it such a cleaner line, and I don't like badges on cars.
And the leaper.
No leaper.
Leaper.
No leaper.
Yeah.
We even got rid of the tiny little Jag that was on the front. Then the guys have done a satin black finish on the mesh, but done a stencil of 01, which is going to be the racing number for the car, because Meguiars was started in 1901, so it's just a natural fit for the build. So super happy with this, such a nice modification. So a nice little touch from the guys at Motorworks was to put their logo embedded into the paint in the filler cap. So as you can see, it looks submerged into the paint. So they sprayed the filler cap with the green, put on the stencil and the sticker, then really piled on that clear coat to really embed that in, so you didn't have any high spots, so it just nice and flat on the surface of the filler cap. So super happy with that. So the rest of the modifications and kind of additions or deletes is all about tidying the car up. So around the front end, we got rid of the kind of front end washer jets for the lights. The rear parking sensors are gone, and then for little accents around the car, little areas such as little surrounds in the front bumper have been done satin black, along with the mirrors as well, that are going to be satin black. This is kind of caters for the fact that around the windows it's nice and satin black, so it's not just all green. There's little bits of black to break it up and give it that kind of like extra little detail.
And what do you think of the car? Like, how do you, now seeing it, how do you feel?
Incredible. I mean, I'm not the most outgoing, expressive person in the world, but this is amazing. I'm super happy with it. And the right colour has just like completely transformed the way the car is going to look. Now, you know, the D-type style retro wheels that have been exploded and kind of made huge by Image wheels make complete sense now with the green, and then that kind of complements the red accents on the chairs and on the roll cage. So it's all starting to come together, all those tiny little bits that kind of make the build are now coming together to make that bigger picture, and I'm over the moon with that. Like I say, there's still some stuff to do. I say the engine bay, we're gonna, anything that was grey or tired looking, we're gonna tidy up and make black, so it kind of matches all the interior, because we've painted the interior all matte black and the boot matte black, so we want that to finish at the front end. We're now at the point where it's tidying up and adding little bits and bobs that are going to lift that build.
There's a few little extras that have got still to come.
Yeah, it's not done. By no means is this car done. By no means has it got a long way to go. You know, we've got a fairly short journey now to the end, but those are the last important little bits that are going to lift this incredible work that the guys of Motorworks have done, and everyone that's been along the road has done. Everyone that's been involved with the Jag has put 110% into it to make sure that it's something special. And yeah, and big thank you to everyone involved.
What time is it now?
I'm glad you asked. Oh, it's 10 to 12. As you can see, another care package from the Jaguar Enthusiast Club. This stylish watch. So we're going to crack on, get as much as we can done today before Tom from Swallows comes to collect it, to get even more modifications and finishing touches to the car. I need to be involved.
I don't think so.
I've been involved. Oh God.
Oh God.
Gosh darn it! I can't help it!
Make sure it doesn't touch.
Not touching, not touching, not touching, not touching. that's it. Paint looks incredible. Big thank you to Luke and Tom and the guys at Motorworks for putting all those long hours right up to now. You know, the car's just come out and guys have really pushed all the way through. So that's it for this episode. Make sure to like, share and subscribe and tap that notification bell to be notified when the next update of this Jag is uploaded.